From April 16, some dairies in Maharashtra are planning to introduce a further correction in the procurement price of milk from Rs 27 to Rs 25 per litre. This is the second price correction dairy farmers would have to bear in less than a week. On April 11, dairy had announced a reduction of Rs 3 per litre, slashing prices from Rs 30 to Rs 27 per litre. This was a direct reaction to the dip in demand of milk due to the partial lockdown in the state. Dashrath Manesh, CMD Sonai Dairy, said that we have decided not to go below Rs 25 per litre as the procurement price. Any further correction would be detrimental to farmers in particular and the trade in general. However, Mr. R.S. Sodhi, Managing Director GCMMF, ruled out any immediate correction in procurement prices. Our prices are in the range of Rs 27 to 29 per litre and we will continue paying the same. A lockdown would certainly have an impact, but that would be temporary. Amul at present is reporting 2.65 crore litres of milk collection per day, which said Sodhi was 15% above its normal collection. This cooperative giant procures 15 lakh litres of milk in Maharashtra alone. Flavored milk has found different flavors with different authorities for advanced rulings, AARs. While Gujarat AAR followed its counterparts in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh to hold GST at the rate of 12%, the Karnataka AAR went for 5%. Amul approached AAR to get ruling regarding on its flavored milk products sold under trade name of Amul Cool Cafe, and Vadilal for its flavored milk product Power Sip. Amul submitted that the process of the flavored milk is standardization of fresh milk according to the fat contents and then heating at certain temperature, followed by filtration, pasteurization and homogenization, and then mixing of sugar and various flavors and finally bottling. Highlighting the fact that since the commodity milk and milk products are enumerated in Chapter 4 of the tariff list and flavored milk will be covered under tariff item HSN 04029990, which means GST rate would be 5%. Gujarat AAR noted that this matter was represented before GST Council for its meeting on December 12. However, Fitment Committee did not favor, which was accepted by GST Council. According to Harpreet Singh, partner at KPMG, this is another instance of diverse tax position being adopted by states. There cannot be a more compelling reason for constituting a national level advanced ruling authority for providing tax certainty, he said. Namyang Dairy Product Company's research chief told a symposium on Tuesday that its Bulgaris yogurt could inhibit the coronavirus that causes COVID-19 by 77.8%, as well as eliminate up to 99.999% of the H1N1 influenza virus strain as per UNAP. The research was conducted at Chung Nam National University College of Veterinary Medicine, Korea, the report said. That sent shares in Namyang up by 29%, the most on record dating back to at least 1978. The firm, which has a market cap of $232 million, saw its share later erase those gains to fall 5.1%. Namyang Dairy spokesperson told Bloomberg News that the dairy company had disclosed findings of laboratory tests in which the coronavirus became 77.8% inactive on monkey cells. The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency urged caution over the news. The yogurt's effect on the coronavirus was difficult to evaluate as the research did not test it on people infected with virus, the agency told. Shares in Japan Meizhi's holding company briefly surged in August 2020 after officials in Osaka said povidone iodine, an antiseptic used as a gargling medicine in the country, could help treat coronavirus patients. Like many other sectors, the dairy supply chain has been disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic last year and it's returning back this year. 4 key reasons for this are as follows. First, demand down amongst typical bulk buyers of dairy products. Under usual circumstances, restaurants, hotels and schools buy milk and dairy products in huge quantities. Government restrictions reduce demand from them to a very low level. Second, you cannot shut off a milk cow. Although farmers cannot shut off cows, there are some strategies farmers can take to decrease milk production, such as the earlier dry of cows, reducing the quantity of concentrated feed per day and culling lower producing cows. Third, very few alternatives. The dairy sector has been hit particularly hard by this crisis because unlike other agricultural commodities, the products, particularly fresh milk, are highly perishable. Raw milk cannot be frozen like meat or put in a silo like grain. Fourth, COVID-19 impact differs in individual country as well as individual companies. So finally, consumers can continue to support dairy farmers and buy nutritious milk and dairy food. It is possible to buy and freeze cheese and butter too. support donation of milk and dairy products to local food banks and vulnerable persons. Vadilal Industries Limited, which sells ice cream and frozen food products under Vadilal brand, on Tuesday said that it is eyeing Rs 800 crore in sales revenue during financial year 22 from its ice cream category. The company, which suffered a grim summer season in 2020 owing to lockdown and limited supply, is looking to tap into revival in consumer demand and an extended summer, which will aid in its growth this year. Our sales revenues from ice cream segment was about Rs 650 crores in 1920. We are hoping to cross Rs 800 crores for ice cream this year, said Akanksha Gandhi, brand director for Vadilal Ice Cream. The company has launched 12 new products for this summer season, expanding its current range of 200 products. To create greater recall of the brand, the company has rolled out a new campaign, Wah Vadilal, targeted at young consumer base between 18 and 30 years. We have earmarked marketing budgets for this year, which stand at 8% of total sales, up from 6% in 2019, said Gandhi. The company said it has strengthened its e-commerce verticals with a dedicated website vadilal.com, along with presence on third-party platforms such as Zomato, Swiggy and BigBasket. Prabhat Dairy will be delisted from BSE and NSE on April 30, while trading in its equity shares will be discontinued from April 23, the exchanges said. This comes after the company complied with the formalities for voluntary delisting of equity shares. Further exit options will be kept open by the promoter, acquirer of the company, Sarangdhar Ramchandra Nirmal, Vivek Sarangdhar Nirmal, Madhyam Farming Solutions Private Limited and Nirmal Family Trust, for the remaining public shareholders for at least 1 year from the date of delisting at the rate of Rs 101 per equity share, BSE said. Accordingly, the trading in the equity shares of Prabhat Dairy Limited will be discontinued with effect from April 23, 2021. The scrip will be delisted from the exchange records from April 30, 2021. Shares of Parag Milk Foods are trading higher than the announcement of its fundraising plans. The company aims to raise over Rs 300 crore via preferential allotment. Devendra Shah, Chairman Parag, told CNBC TV 18 that with this amount, the company is replacing short-term working capital with long-term. With this money, we will be saving Rs 20 to 25 crore of the interest cost. Some of the money we will use for working capital, he said. As of now, the company has Rs 480 crore short-term loan working capital and around Rs 35 crore term loan, Shah said. On Pride of Cows business, he said, in Pride of Cows, we did very well in last year during the pandemic situation also. Revenues were around Rs 60 to 70 crore. We are expecting growth of 20 to 25% going forward.
Thanks for watching Dairy News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I, Kuldeep Sharma, request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video. And also, don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.